Joining me is National Senator Matt Canavan. How are you today, Matt?
Going great. Yourself?
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Nice and wet here.
Yes, it certainly is. You've got a wet weekend. You announced on Twitter that you are the hopeless romantic, taking your wife to 17 coal mines in 4 days, campaigning through central Queensland. Matt, what are people in the region saying about coal and their jobs and the industry?
Well, they're very proud of what we do for our nation, our country and in the world. I'm here at the Gracemere booth with Colin Boyce, who's a state MP, now running to be the federal MP for this region. And right here at this booth, just then, a coal train went past, has about 100 wagons, and that's making, it's probably, if it's coking coal, it's making over $700 a tonne for us. It would be a good $40 to $50 million worth of value just passing by this booth. And so, you know, all the men and women that work very hard in this industry are proud of it for what it does for our regions, our towns, our communities, and for the wealth it provides for our nation and the energy it provides for our world. And the world needs a lot more energy now, especially what's going on in Europe and Ukraine. So that's why Colin and I and the LNP fight to defend these jobs against these radical green activists that want to shut everything down. And I just think now the Labor Party are taking a carbon tax this election that's going to tax those 17 mines I visited. Each of those mines will be taxed by the Labor Party, put a carbon tax on them, and that will make the jobs there more risky, less secure, and I don't want to see that for our region.
Are you concerned about the potential tariffs being put on the coal and other resources in the coming years?
Well, I think that's long gone. I mean, yes, there are a few European countries making hollow threats to put tariffs on us. Now they're desperate for our coal. I mean, you know, now I get calls from European people wanting to buy our coal, and it's amazing the turnaround. So I don't think there's any risk of that anytime soon, because people are desperate for the high quality coal we produce. The world is short of energy, especially and most importantly short of energy that is produced by countries that are free and open and democracies, and we should be expanding our production of oil and gas and coal here in Australia, given the prices we see. Those high prices are a massive signal showing that the world needs this energy, and as a free and open country, we should be providing it to other free and open countries, so countries don't become dependent on those like Russia that want to bully and threaten others.
Are you nervous at all about some of the independents potentially taking up some of the Liberal seats today?
No, look, I think there was a bit of hype about the Teals. They were sort of new and shiny and different. But I feel that as the election has become closer, people have understood that we must elect a government that can manage and chart a course for Australia through these very choppy waters we're in at the moment. We face an aggressive and an ascendant Chinese Communist Party seeking to encircle our nation. We face multiple crises around the world, from Europe and Ukraine through to the energy and food shortages that are emerging. And now's not the time to experiment with a group of people as nice and new as they might be, are not experienced and don't have a coherent plan to tackle those major challenges. And so I don't know. My view is that I think we'll see a re-elected Liberal National Party government tonight, because I don't think the Australian people want to experiment with an untried leader in Anthony Albanese, who has been found wanting during this election.
Gilmore in New South Wales is a crucial seat for the coalition. Andrew Constance is running, currently held by Labor's Fiona Phillips. What other seats are vital for the coalition?
Oh, look, I mean, every seat is vital. We've seen a very volatile electorate the last few elections. So, you know, I think we might see some surprising results tonight. Yeah, and sure, we might not win every 151 seats or every one of those tight contests, but there might be some other seats that people don't think that might flip over. Look, I'm not going to go through and designate individual seats right now, but what I do think is, especially in those working class, outer suburban areas, around Brisbane, around areas like Ipswich, in Western Sydney, and in the outer suburbs and areas like Geelong around Melbourne, you might see some surprising results, because I just pick up talking to people that they have this unease that the modern Labor Party are in hock to a radical woke agenda. They try and hide it before an election, but just scratch the surface of the Labor Party and say the Labor's candidate in Chisholm at the moment. She wrote a journal article at university when she was a university lecturer saying that we should ban Alice in Wonderland. It's sexist and misogynistic. And this sort of stuff makes people, especially in working class communities, a bit unsure. Are these people really, have they got all their marbles upstairs? And are they going to be the sort of people I want to trust with the future of our country?
Matt Canavan, best of luck today and thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Thank you.